Welcome to DCTV. I'm Michael Bragnolo, and this is your news for today, Tuesday, April 2nd, 2026. Durham College's Whitby campus for the skilled trades will be exporting nuclear tech expertise to Southeast Asia as they start a partnership with the CABC, creating new opportunities to shape the future students. Durham College will be taking on a leading role in critical conversations about nuclear energy and clean power. This opportunity will not only expand partnerships, but also provide co-op and work placements, as well as industry-focused research projects for DC students in the future. Lab tests on supposed pure maple syrup reveal they are at least 50% cane sugar. Radio Canada's OnCat program purchased 5 cans labeled as pure maple syrup from different batches in stores. They took them to a provincial laboratory for analysis. The results for all 5 cans showed they were at least half cane sugar. The cans were traced back to a chrysotome-based producer, Steve Bordeaux. When OnCat confronted Bordeaux with the results of the investigation, he suggested that suppliers in other provinces were to blame. Durham College is bringing in big money to launch an immersive research stage here on campus. With more on that, here's Jamal Benjamin Maloney.
Durham College is welcoming nearly $2 million in funding as they now lead the way towards interactive entertainment, next-generation virtual reality technology, and generative AI content at their Oshawa campus. The college welcomed just under $1.89 million in combined both federal and provincial funding to construct a new immersive stage at the Oshawa campus's mixed reality capture studio. Expected to be fully operational by 2027, the new stage will offer advanced capabilities in virtual reality production and motion capture, allowing faculty and students to develop real-world solutions for digital entertainment, training emergency responses, and much more. Over the next 5 years, the studio is expected to support 40 partnerships, create at least 20 new products, generating new jobs and market opportunities for clients. It also provides hands-on training in immersive technologies for more than 150 students. Durham College's regional chair, John Henry, said that the expansion of Durham College's mixed reality capture studio is great for upcoming technology plans for students, which will trickle down to sectors that will make Durham region a future leader in Canadian technology. Jamal Benjamin Maloney, DCTV News, Oshawa.
At around 4:30 a.m. Tuesday morning, Durham Regional Police were called to an armed home invasion in progress in Beaverton, Ontario. 3 local middle-aged men armed with a firearm attempted to flee the scene, but were ultimately stopped as police conducted a high-risk takedown of a suspect's vehicle. All 3 suspects were apprehended on site and charged. They now await their bail hearing. The Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre says it has received 12 reports since March 25th of phishing texts which claim the victim is eligible for a payout from a milk class action settlement. The texts contained a link leading to a website that asked for personal and credit card information to process the supposed payment. The text never state a specific case, the closest being a class action for those who drink recalled plant-based milk linked to a recent listeria outbreak. An update to the class action's official site states the claims process has not begun and they do not communicate through SMS. And that's a wrap for the news. We now shift gears to Evan Jeffrey. Take it from here with the latest in sports.
Thanks, Michael. The Formula One world is melting down from the horrific aftermath that transpired at the Japanese Grand Prix last weekend. The FIA are under fire after Haas driver Oliver Bearman suffered a 50G crash spawning from the new set of regulations to improve better racing. Bearman was able to walk away safe, but the FIA is now in talks to rework the regulations to become more safer for all drivers, beginning at the Miami Grand Prix in May, live on TSN and TSN+. Now moving on to baseball. The Toronto Blue Jays lost 2-1 to the Colorado Rockies at the Rogers Center last night. Despite this loss, they are still off to a good start this season, winning 3 of the first 6 games. Pitcher Kevin Gausman managed to strike out 12 batters in the first 4 innings of the game. However, Rocky shortstop Ezekiel Tovar managed to break up Gausman's bid for a no-hitter with a single in the 5th inning. Hopefully, the Jays can bounce back tomorrow when they face the Chicago White Sox at Wright Field. The game is live at 2:10 p.m. And now we go to Blake Sparling for an important message about the Toronto Blue Jays.
The Toronto Blue Jays opened up their season this Friday on March 27th.
It's baseball season, and Jays fans have a season to look forward to after the last season where the Blue Jays made it all the way to the World Cup Finals before a devastating loss against the Dodgers. Many fans are feeling excitement for this year, and after the Jays' great start to the opening week, the question remains, how will the Jays fare this season?
For DCTV News, I'm Blake Sparling.
Now, in NHL news, the Montreal Canadiens take on the New York Rangers tonight at Madison Square Garden. The puck drops at 7 p.m. The Toronto Maple Leafs are hoping to get another win when they take on the San Jose Sharks tonight at the SAP Center, with the puck dropping at 10 p.m. It is uncertain how the Leafs will do following the recent firing of now former general manager Brad Treliving. And the Ottawa Senators hope to defeat the Buffalo Sabres tonight. The game starts at 7 p.m. over at the Canadian Tire Center. Now, don't leave quite yet. Stick with us for some more sports news after the break.
It starts as a joke, just one comment. But online, words spread fast, and what seems to be funny to one person can hurt someone else way more than you think.
Alright, look what he just texted me, man.
He said that to me.
So mean.
I'm sorry.
One message can stick with someone. It can affect how they feel about themselves, and it can last a long time.
Cody, Kaylee.
I didn't mean for it to go that far.
And then the other.
Maybe I should have thought about that before I sent it. Because behind every screen is a real person with real feelings. Think before you type. Words online have real consequences.
In basketball news, the Toronto Raptors take on the Memphis Grizzlies tomorrow at the FedEx Forum. The Raptors hope to bounce back following a loss to the Sacramento Kings. This is a difficult time for rookies like Scotty Barnes and Grady Dick, especially since they were beat by former Raptor DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. Despite the fact that Barnes has suffered a shoulder injury, the Raptors will be able to count on him for tomorrow's game. Start time is set for 8 p.m. Game point. Your latest sports have ended for the day. Next up, we have entertainment with lots of tea. Here's Stephanie DeConing with the latest gossip.
Thanks, Evan. No, this isn't an April Fool's Day joke. The Goo Goo Dolls have canceled their Wednesday night show in Oshawa. In a statement by the band, they announced it pains them to have to cancel the show at the Tribute Community Center due to an illness. This marks the second show canceled by the band on the tour due to illness, although the group still plans to perform at the TD Coliseum in Hamilton tonight. The Tribute Community Center, in a news release, announced refunds are available in person and will be done automatically online. And hey, Canada, are you ready for a little battle of the bands? For the first time ever, McDonald's is launching their first dueling adult meals, inspired by the Academy Award-winning Netflix animated film K-Pop Demon Hunters. They're having both of the film's main groups, Huntrix and the Sage Boys, battling it out, giving fans a taste of both of their worlds. Both bands will be bringing in some new limited items, such as the Sage Boys' breakfast meal, which brings a spicy twist on a classic, as well as the Huntrix meal, which plans to turn up the heat on the 10-piece McNugget meal. Both are available to buy now. Megan Thee Stallion was pulled from her Broadway performance mid-show after suffering a health scare on stage Tuesday evening. Megan is currently starring in Moulin Rouge as nightclub promoter Harold Zidler. An understudy had to step in after the rapper was rushed to the hospital, where she was treated for a variety of symptoms brought on by extreme exhaustion, stress, and dehydration. After being released, Megan took to Instagram saying the incident was a real wake-up call. She continued, "I've been pushing myself past my limits lately, running on empty, and my body finally said enough. It honestly scared me. I really tried to push through my performance, but I just couldn't." Megan is set to return to the role for Thursday night's performance. Are you looking to show off your creative side? Well, today is your chance. Durham College is hosting their annual Art in the Pit event, featuring hands-on activities and various installations. We go to Kaylee Cowie with more.
It's that time of year again, where imaginations run wild through the making of art. The 10th annual Art in the Pit event is here.
Sponsored by World Collide and the Durham College Alumni Association, in partnership with the Living Room Community Art Studio and Ruckus Art Collective, Art in the Pit is an annual collaborative event where Durham College's third-year fine art students work with the community to design a free, welcoming, and creative community-engaged experience on campus.
You guide yourself through the experience. Hands-on, hands-off. It's really a beautiful series of doorways to decompress, connect, do whatever you need to do to center yourself and engage in creativity in the best way for you on this day.
Students design and facilitate creative activities and installations that allow communities to slow down, reconnect, and share creative expressions with one another.
The ultimate goal of this event is to bring people of all ages and backgrounds in harmony to create a safe space that fosters creative exploration, emotional well-being, and above all, a sense of belonging.
I think it brings people closer together and builds a community for fine arts, and even people who don't do fine arts. It just builds that community, and it also helps with networking as well.
This year's event will offer a wide range of free creative fun. Some activities can include coloring pages, pet rock making, messages of kindness, comic narrative building stations, custom character request stations, and many more.
Art in the Pit 2026 is running today from 10:45 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2:45 p.m. to 5 p.m. and is located in the pit in front of Riot Radio. So come join this event where you can take a blank canvas and make something absolutely breathtaking. For DCTV News, live from Durham College, I'm Kaylee Cowie.
It's all coming back to her now. Celine Dion announced she will be returning to the stage for 10 unforgettable shows in Paris this fall. The short run will mark her first full performance in over 5 years after being forced to cancel her last tour due to illness. Celine announced she would be taking a hiatus from performing in December 2022 after being diagnosed with stiff person syndrome, an incurable autoimmune disorder. In a social media video announcing her return, Celine said she had been managing her health and her condition has slightly improved. The Canadian icon first shared the news on her birthday, saying that getting the chance to see and perform for fans again is the best birthday gift of her life. And that's your latest entertainment gossip. We now move to Tamsin with your 5-day weather forecast.
Thanks, Stephanie. Bit of a cold start to the day today. Currently, it's cloudy and feeling like -4. Temperatures will rise to a high of 10 degrees before dropping to -1 overnight, with a 70% chance of rain this afternoon and evening, so keep those umbrellas handy. Tomorrow, Friday, a high of 16 degrees, partly sunny in the afternoon, but expect cloudy skies throughout the morning and evening. Things will cool off again overnight with temperatures plummeting to 1 degree, so it's best not to get too comfortable just yet. Heading into Saturday, we are looking at a high of 7 degrees with a 30% chance of precipitation in the late morning and evening, and jumping to an 80% chance between 9 p.m. and midnight. So don't spend too much time on your hair if you're planning on hitting the town. And keep those snow tires on a little longer because we are expecting flurries on Sunday evening when the temperature drops from a high of 6 degrees to -1. Light snowfall will continue into Monday morning with a daily high of 4 degrees, and the forecast is calling for more flurries in the evening. And this has been your 5-day weather forecast for Durham region. Now back to you, Michael.
And thank you. And that concludes our news on campus and beyond for today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us on X at DC Broadcasting or check out our website at dctv.ca. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.